and welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing well today, and today's topic is going to be about the autistic brain and inner doubt, also known as the fear of failure. From my own autistic perspective, I thought this was a topic that needed to be discussed, and as it's a topic that I've recently been going through, which is why my kind of content's been a bit sporadic. But yeah, I want to talk about how I feel and how I deal with inner doubt and the fear of failure when it arises, and how I get myself to feel better when I feel in this kind of frame of mind. So recently I've been going through a bit of a slump, also known as inner doubt and the fear of failure. I feel like I've been failing at everything. My mission of autism awareness campaigning, I even feel the little things have been really hard to get me motivated again. I've been finding it really hard to get my motivation back up. I've struggled with my emotions. I've been up and down my emotions on a daily basis. Luckily, I have got some great support networks here on YouTube and off YouTube who have been an absolute godsend to me, helping me through questions that I've asked them and things to help me feel a lot better in myself. Usually when I get like this, it's because there's a trigger that's happened and a build-up of sensory overload information. So recently, having this fear of failure, feeling it basically made me feel really isolated, lonely, in a dark place. It kind of made me feel like I wasn't achieving nothing, and I've kind of felt really not motivated to make content. I've struggled to get myself on camera to film some really good content for you guys. And this happens in autism because of the sensory overload, and I think I'd finally hit overburn. I've kind of been burnt out and felt a bit stuck and in a rut what to do. So I want to talk about what you should do when you go through this kind of situation. One thing that I've learned is self-care time. The amount of people who I've spoken to recently about self-care is an absolute nightmare, and they've all said the same thing to me. Gemma, you need to take time for yourself, rest up. Don't always be here to do content all the time, because you're going to burn yourself out. You're going to make yourself knackered. You're going to make yourself financially stressed out. You're going to make yourself emotionally stressed out. And I'm like, you know what? They're actually starting to talk sense. I actually feel like they're giving me the actual critical information that I've needed to help myself realise it's okay to take time for me. It's okay not to be on YouTube every day. It's okay not to upload content every day. But I want to talk about this topic because it's something that's been triggering me, and I felt it was a really personal thing and important to share with you. Also, as you know, I'm a very busy person. I love to be busy. I love to create content for you guys. I love to be able to share my life with you and kind of educate you on the autism side of things. I love to be able to help you guys break down the stigma, especially of autism within females and autism within the adult autism population. And also if you have autistic loved ones or autistic work colleagues or autistic professionals who you may work with. So what happens when we get up to that place of burnout? What happens when we get to that place of the fear of failure? And when we get to that fear of failure place, it seems like there is no way out. It kind of feels like you just shut yourself away, you disappear. I felt recently that I've just really failed you guys. I failed myself. I've been kind of failing the topics and kind of struggled to write my scripts. You know, my scripts do help me. I do have one here next to me just to keep myself on track with what I want to talk about. And as you know, I do bring you the challenging topics of the day. As soon as I find any new topics to talk about in the autism community, I bring it straight to your attention and give my own critique as an autistic woman, as someone who is autistic and wants to bring you the latest autism community news. I feel that it's important for you guys to educate yourselves and get to know what's happening within the autism and disabled community, and how to help someone who is going through this dark feeling, the fear of failure, the fear of shame, inner doubt, the self-critique, the self-anxiety that you go through on an everyday basis. For someone like myself on the autism spectrum, it can be really, really difficult because, again, we don't self-regulate our emotions that well. So when we do get to a place of self-destruction and fear of failing, we don't think we're good enough, we feel that we're failing, we feel that no one likes us, no one wants to talk to us, no one's going to listen to our content. And I've really struggled with this the last few weeks. It's just been like, oh, I'm going to do another video. Oh, what message am I going to be giving out to the people? Are they going to be interested in what I have to say? Are they learning anything from it? Are they self-educating themselves? Are they finding my topics useful and relevant to keep them up to date with how to support their autistic family, friends, loved ones, work colleagues etc. Again, I do have my own insecurities because of my autism, my anxiety disorder. I am very self-critical. I do critique myself quite heavily a lot of the time. I just want to make sure that I'm bringing you the best and accurate content that I can be, and make sure that you have something that you find relevant and yet you relate to. I know I judge myself a lot because I like to put out content that I know is 100% myself. It's something that I've gone through, or I have experienced, or I've witnessed other people go through, so I can bring it on my own autistic twist and bring it to you. As a fear of failure goes, I have what we call a sensory processing delay. So my brain is 6 seconds behind the neurotypical brain, which means someone who is non-disabled or doesn't identify as disabled. So therefore, I have that fear of failure of not being able to successfully communicate, not getting my words out on time, not using the right tone, not sure how to self-present myself, and making sure that I'm able to bring you the most accurate content and the most nicest message possible. Again, it can be little things like wanting to make sure I'm perfectly seated, that my emotions are all in check, and sometimes I've gone through feelings of just feeling really horrible and off and not myself, and feel like this fear of failure has been kind of creeping up and up and up and up in me for weeks now. I've just been trying to self-bury it. I'm like, you know what, Gemma, you'll be fine. Just snap out of it. Everything's good. You're safe. You know what you're doing. You know, everything's going to be good, and you don't have to worry about a thing, and, you know, everything's going to sort itself out, and just snap out of it, Gemma. You know, just, you know, you'll be fine. Just take time off and take self-care time. And it doesn't always work for people like me because our brains are so busy with the information that we want to bring to you. Our brains are constantly going tick, 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 tick all the time. So it's constantly, we want to be accurate, we want to be bringing you the most logical and easy information to understand. And yeah, I just want to talk about this because it's something that I've been going through every day. I've cried multiple times a day. I've been feeling really exhausted. I'm not sleeping very well because my brain is just overrunning with all these thoughts of content and fears of isolation and loneliness and anxiety. I know that's something that I have to deal with. I have to learn to get over myself. Until I help myself, I can't be expected to help other people. But yeah, I just want to bring you this kind of topic and touch upon it and say you don't have to go through this alone. You never ever have to suffer with this kind of thing in private. Always come to me. I will leave some resources of charities in the video description down below as well, but I'm always here for you guys to speak to. I know this is a very hard topic and people may not find this very easy to listen to, but I want to share my experiences of how I feel because I'm raw, I'm real, I'm authentic, and I want you guys just know I have been struggling to kind of put myself out here and kind of feeling what I need to talk about, but I hope you can relate to this. Please give it a thumbs up and share this out and subscribe to my channel. I would really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon. Bye!